Shani, yeah. Shani, yeah. And no way am I playing with y'all when I say I'm so high. If I was to trip and fall, I'd land on Mars. But don't mistake my highness for blindness. Giving me them fake smiles, I know what's behind them. I swim with the sharks every day. You backstroking with the guppies. Supposedly big dogs get chopped down the puppet size. Utterly euthanized by these flows I've been crafting secretly in my labyrinth. Sleeping on a charred mattress, night so hot. Get that girl to the pool before she pass out. Living in a Lambo, blue Ferrari underneath the carport, my land show. Invite me to your party, reserve me somewhere to park. I'm not sure what you thought, fuck pulling off on my launch. Got 20 minutes free, high by the fast brunch. Pitch me whatever proposals you want. No promises though, I got a lot on my plate. No ham omelets, I'm on my conglomerate. Word to the kid, Willie the fly, always on top of shit, really. Yeah.
I was just checking to see if y'all was really jail like those trails.
Live in Chicago. This is the business. Right here with Big KRIT.
What's that?
Straight from the SIP town.
Yes.
Tell him, talk to him. How you like Chicago,
Hey,
man?
man, it's going down, man. Every time we come out of Chicago, it's like being at home, man. You know, I probably got a lot of family up here as well, man. But it's always love. It's always supportive. Since last year when we dropped KRIT was it, I came down for the Smokes Club. It's always crazy. The crowds get bigger, man. It's love. For real.
You heard that. Tell us about what you got going on. Money on the Floor.
No doubt.
It's a single that's popping right now.
Yeah.
You got Flexing with T.I.
Yeah.
Man.
It's going down, man.
You're working, man.
Because, like, at the end of the day, it was always about staying true to myself, man. To be able to have Money on the Floor out. A lot of people have heard me talk about A-Ball and MJG and having them on the record. And then being able to have 2 Chainz on the record is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And for it to be my first single at Def Jam is even crazy, you know what I'm saying? Then the Flexing record just came out of nowhere. I didn't expect that to happen. T.I. got out, reached out to Shot, wanted some beats. I hadn't even been producing for working on my own album.
Okay.
And I shot up 2 beats that I felt like was reflective of what he might have been trying to go. He heard the I'm Flexing beat and it was nothing. Knocked it out in 2 days and I was in that thing, helped mixing. And it's crazy as that now, you know. We just shot the video. So y'all be on the lookout for that, man.
The Flexing video, if you listen to the track, it reminds you of that southern sound, that Pimp C, UGK, Tila,
No doubt.
that kind of sound. You know what I'm saying? That Big Mike sound.
Man, I was so influenced, you know what I'm saying, by the music. So it's no doubt that people would definitely say that, man, because when you think about Texas, where I'm from, we talking about UGK, Scarface, we talking about Ghetto Boys, we talking about Swisher House, you know what I'm saying, all that music I grew up listening to. And the whole Return of Forever term is me reintroducing a sound of Southern hip hop that I grew up loving to the older generation and introducing the Southern hip hop that I grew up to the newer generation that don't even know nothing about it.
Right.
Do you feel pressure to stay in that lane of Southern hip hop, or do you feel like you can feel free to kind of branch out and do different things, especially being in Chicago?
No doubt.
You know, we have a different flavor up here.
I feel like as long as I stay true to myself and make music that I would want to listen to, I feel like I really can't lose. You know, keeping my creative control is extremely important to me. And then at the end of the day, I'm still making room for myself to grow. I'm singing on records here and I'm incorporating the soul. So 4 or 5 years down the road, when I just I just want to do soul music, you don't want nobody, really just trip. And it's really being able to see an artist like Andre 3000 do the same thing, or CeeLo Green. Like, I'm still making room for myself to grow, man. But I like to think maybe I'm starting in 1994 in my career. So that gives me a lot of time to really find myself as an artist.
Okay.
And who do you listen to? I know you sing in the shower. I can see it on your face. So when you're in the shower, what do you listen to?
What do I listen to, man? Of course, I listen to UGK. I listen to Outkast, Goody Mob. But for the most part, I also listen to a lot of soul music, man. I listen to Willie Hutch all the time. Curtis Mayfield, Bobby Womack, Adele albums are super dope. The Dramatics, the Commodores, Sharon Jones, Miles Davis, Billy Cobham, stuff like that, man. Because just listening to rap alone, It's like I have to sometimes just go and just listen to the instrumentation and the jazz feel and things like that, just to kind of energize me as a producer, because I make the beat first, so it kind of starts with the music for me. So.
All right. So let's take us back to Shot Money XL.
No doubt.
Def Jam.
No doubt.
Cinematic Group. Tell us about how the orchestration of all that came together.
I'm gonna tell you real fast. Alright. Boom. So Johnny Shipes reached out to me in 2010 and told me that he worked for 6 months for me without any paperwork. It's the first time I ever heard anybody say that. So I was like, cool. 2 months in, I had 3 videos with Creative Control. GFC Steve-O was doing all my marketing, and that's how I ended up getting on a lot of blogs, and the music got pushed out there where people can hear. We dropped KRIT Was Here May the 4th, and that's when all of this really started. Shot Money reached out in June. It was like, yo, I want to be a part of the movement. You know, he believed in what's going on, and we did a deal with Def Jam. 2 months later, I was on the Wake and Bake tour with Wiz because of Glass House that we did on Cushion Orange Juice. At Wake and Bake tour, then I did the Smokes Club tour, and then I started working on Return of Forever. Because at that time, I didn't have a single out. Country shit I was told it was too regional.
Okay.
So we were still out here performing, we were still working it. I dropped Return of Forever in March. Ludacris and Bun B had jumped on the record, and that's when country shit took off. We went on tour in March of this year, and that's when we ended up coming out here, Bottom Lounge and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And from that point on, spot dates, working on my album to now.
Saw you on Hot 97.
No doubt. Yeah.
Summer Jam. That's a big stage.
Yeah, I know. It was crazy.
Talk to him about it.
Oh man, it was crazy, man. Cause you know you hear about this event, man, and you always hear about legends going out there, man. And for us to actually be out there and perform was dope. And I'm doing records that, again, country shit, all sookie now, Return of Forever, these kind of records that I know a lot of people didn't know about, but it was important that they understood where I was from and where I was coming from with my music.
Okay.
You know, over time, it's organic, it grows. I mean, I really don't want it to be one of them things where it's forced upon people. You know, my album is just not coming out next year, first quarter. I signed last year in June. So it's a work in progress, building the foundation from the ground up, building the confidence of your supporters so they go out in the store and buy your album.
Right.
I'm giving away a lot of music for free, so I need them to understand, like, I'm not going to stop making the kind of music I'm making. So.
Your fan base is huge right now. You produce some of your own records. What's something that your fans don't know about you?
Something my fans don't know about me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
like
man.
me, like if I was sitting at home and I just heard some random fact, like I don't know, you sleep with teddy bears. I don't know.
Oh, no,
I don't
sir.
know what you do.
Oh, no, sir.
But what would you want to tell me?
Well, oh man, that's interesting. That's a great question. I was having a conversation with somebody the other day. I don't know. I'm a real tired motherfucker. I go to sleep. I don't know. I go to sleep, dog. That sleep when you die shit. I don't know. I go to sleep.
You go to sleep.
I rest, dog. I was told years ago by an English teacher that was like, "You rap?" I was like, "Yes." He's like, "Why you always fall asleep in my class?" Because I'm up rapping all the time. He's like, "Are your songs good?" He's like, "Yes." He's like, "I find it hard to believe because you don't rest. Your brain doesn't function properly. You make mistakes when you don't rest."
Right.
Ever since then, I've been resting. And that is me on Twitter. That's probably why it's not much said all the time. A lot of people need to know that I work my Twitter. Excuse me if I'm not really on it.
Tell them what your Twitter is. What's your Twitter?
Big KRIT, BIGKRIT. If I feel like if I'm on it every day, then I can't be making music.
I would agree.
How's it working with DJ Wally Sparks?
It's amazing. I know Wally Sparks in 2005, man. He was around for the very first Just Touchdown. It came out in 2005, man. And from seeing me go to a point where I was like, oh, it's about to happen, to calling me when I had to move back to Meridian and like, yo, don't stop. I just want to call and make sure you was alright. To now, when we on the road and we rocking and he's my DJ. You know, I'm a strong believer in working and rocking with the people that were there from the beginning. You know, and we here. You know, Big Son is my...
Know that. I need you to repeat that again.
I'm a strong believer in working and rocking with the people from the beginning. Big Son, I've known since I was 13 years old. And he's on his buzz. He's coming out very soon with his project as well. He's not a hype man. He just happened to know all my songs. He's an artist. He is on Return of Forever, the song called Made Like Cheese. He's on KRIT Was Here, the very first song, which is Return of Forever.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's been your favorite collab so far?
Ooh, that's hard to say. That's hard to say, man. I have to say being able to have Bun B on a record is a milestone, definitely. Man, Dang, that's crazy though. But all of these OGs on is definitely something amazing. Shooting a video for country shit was fun. Was fun. Cause Ludacris is crazy.
And he's from Chicago.
Ludacris is like, he's the coolest motherfucker ever. He just like, yo, this is your video. Let's fuck it. Let's do whatever. It's some footage that didn't even come out with that video where we doing donuts backwards in the old school. They should have used that, but it is what it is.
What can you tell to upcoming artists?
Man, for one, definitely understand that you got to invest in yourself first and foremost. Understand that you can definitely cut corners, but you got to be willing to pay for the covers, the CDs, get them pressed up. Make sure your product can compete with a major's product in the beginning. 2, get you a good business manager. Get you a good entertainment attorney. Pay your taxes. It's not going to be overnight. One song does not depict where your career will go. Understand that you definitely want to keep your creative control. You want to build your fan base up from the beginning. That way when you get into one of these offices, you know where you want to be and you know what kind of artist you want to be versus somebody tell you know what, you need to do this. Because you don't want to be on stage performing a song that you don't like. Put God first, man. Always surround yourself with people that know you from the beginning. That way when you start slipping, they can hold you down and be like, yo, you need to chill out. That's extremely important to stay grounded in this game because it's a lot of you partying, you get to staying out all night, and that'll affect your craft. And then you wonder why your music may not be received as well. Take your time. Just because you get a date don't mean that it can't be pushed back. Don't mean that you can't ask for more time. You don't have to be in no rush when it comes to the music because people judge you off the first time they hear you, and after that you always trying to catch up. You got 5 years in the game, normally 2 years trying to get to the top. When you're on the top, 2 years going down. So you got to get your career in order and figure out what you want to do and never fear the ceiling.
Repeat that one more time. Repeat that one more time about the 5 years, the 2 years this.
Normally, you got 5 years in the game, 2 years trying to get to the top, 1 year at the top, and 2 years going down. So you have to understand what is longevity to you and make a way for your music to always grow and you to always grow as an artist.
That's the hottest quote ever, man. I've never heard that before. I've been in business for a while.
If you look at the history of music, it happens a lot.
It does.
It happens a lot, man. So, it's all about trying to figure out ways to reinvent yourself and reinvent your music and understanding business and marketing and the consumer at the same time.
I'm Briana Shani. This is Jamal Shabazz. And this right here is my new BFF, Big KRIT.
You know
and this is the business.